So here we are.
Good morning.
Good
Sea
morning.
Leg Journey crew. How are you?
Are you ready to rock?
We're ready. Oh, I got my rock too. We're ready to rock.
Rock.
Woo-hoo. We're ready to rock. So the boys back here, they're really excited this morning. So
They're like, yeah, we're on TV. Look
look
at
at them back there. So you're going to hear a lot of toenail clicking on the floor. Apologize for that.
Growling and
So I pinned at. Hold on a second. Hold on.
She got to fix the volume over here.
I got to fix the volume over here on something.
So it's happy Saturday morning. How many of you are having a good time already today? Yes, I know. I got
There
up.
we go. So I have the links for in the chat for Meg's Fun Time and Leonard Family Fun. They are moderators for us, and Meg's not been feeling well lately, so she's a little on the boys.
So get better, Meg.
So if you don't see her in the chats on other shows and stuff, it's because she's trying to make herself
Get better.
Get better, and
Yeah.
she needs to make herself get better. We love her, and we need her. And then, of course, Tanisha from Leonard Family Fun. She's always there for us. We appreciate her so much. It's wonderful to have so many great people backing you up.
There's some awesome people out there. Let me tell you what.
And we love the fact that Tanisha does the national holiday of the day. And today it is Just Because Day.
Just Because Day.
So this is our first Saturday morning to do this live. Saturday mornings are really just a test. We may not do Saturday mornings. We may just do Monday through Friday. It depends on how Saturday morning works, because we do have our live show on Saturday night.
Yeah, 6 o'clock tonight. You don't want to miss that. That's an hour of fun-filled mayhem.
And Tanisha says that she's at work. So are you at work doing YouTube work, or are you at work doing a real salary job?
She got a real job.
She does. She got a real job. So, Chet, what is our topic for today?
Topic today, we're going to talk about our first cruise.
Yes, our first
cruise. Do you remember your first cruise? Because we had to talk about it this morning. She didn't remember as much as I did.
But our first cruise, come on, boys. Get out of there. Out.
All right, we're having a dog episode over here.
Out. Go over here and play.
They don't realize that yesterday was National Dog Day, not today. Well, wait a minute. I guess they know that today is Just Because, so they're going to be irritating just because.
Yeah, they're going to be little pains in the patootie just because.
Because they can. How about that?
Okay, so.
Mark the Shark is in the house.
Good morning, Mark the Shark. What is our daily affirmation for today?
Daily affirmation is, I forgot.
What?
No, I don't. I'll remember it here in a second. Just keep talking.
So we're talking about
live long and prosper. I don't know. We'll make one up.
No, our daily affirmation for today is make your memories count. Make every memory a special memory. And our memory of our first cruise is a very special memory for us.
Yeah, how about that?
Let's see what Tanisha says. She's at work. Patients are doing good right now. I asked him to give me 30 minutes to get some work done while she watches Sea Leg Journeys. I love it. I love it. Hey, too bad you can't play it for them, right?
I know, right? Get them patients watching it.
Cheap entertainment.
Yeah. We'll give them some cheap entertainment. That's Marsha at See Me Traveling. Hey, Marsha, how's it going?
Good morning, Marsha. We also have Mark the Shark is in the house. And we got to put this up here because it's National Just Because Day.
National Just Because Day.
Do something just because.
So if you're doing something and somebody says, why are you doing that? Just remember, just because.
Just because. That's exactly right. Let's see. And we have Simi Charlie saying, give us a thumbs up. Yes, you guys, thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up.
And don't forget, following us is Kurt at See Me Traveling with Marsha today.
Yes.
So there you go.
So there you go.
And maybe we'll see some wildlife there. We've been seeing hummingbirds and deers. I'm hoping we'll see a porcupine today. Hey, Kurt, can you get a porcupine up there?
Yes.
Yeah.
So I'm going to, while you talk to them, I'm going to go over here and I'm going to put Marsha's
I'm going to show them a picture. Look at this. That's our first cruise, like we was telling you about. The Mayan ruins of Tulum in Mexico, 2004. Look at that. Woo! I'm married way out of my league. That's a hot chick right there. Yeah. So 2004 was our first cruise. it was our 10th anniversary, I think it was there. We were celebrating. We had one youngin' off to college, and the other one was working her senior year of high school, and she was working full-time during the summer, and she said, y'all go. And we said, we're going. And so we did, and we never looked back. We'd watch the what was that show? The Love Boat.
Yeah, the Love Boat. The Love Boat was great. Let's see. We got a couple more people in here this morning.
Let's roll in here. Mm-hmm. Andrew, what's going on? Their first cruise is December 21st through the 26th on the Carnival Elation to the Bahamas from Jacksonville. Woo! That's your first cruise, Andrew?
I do believe it is his first cruise
ever.
Oh,
yes. You are in for a treat, dude. I got goosebumps. Look at that. Because your first cruise, it's going to be so awesome. And that Elation, that is like the exact same ship that we went on our first cruise, the Sensation. Mm-hmm. They're the shun ships, we used to call them.
So I have See Me Traveling's link here. I'm going to pin this link to the top.
Yes.
So that those that want to go to their show after our show, you should see the link pinned to the top.
Just follow the leader. We're all going to head on over there. I'm excited for Andrew, though. That first cruise is so memorable.
And I'm sorry, I got to go back to that because that was on the Elation. We've never been on the Elation.
But we were on the Sensation. It's the same ship. Mm-hmm. Sensation's now gone.
Yes.
That's a Christmas cruise, too. Ooh.
Oh, we love Christmas cruises. Yeah. Christmas cruises are so pretty. They have the whole ship decorated out for Christmas. Yes. And it's not just Christmas. A lot of times you'll turn a corner and it'll be the North Pole. We've had the gingerbread villages set up.
Yeah. It's a holiday, fantastic holiday thing going on there.
Yes.
You're going to love it. Anybody else been on a Christmas cruise? We did it last year. And actually, it was over New Year's Eve, but it was still decorated for Christmas. And we were so blown away by it that when we got off the ship, we booked it we're going this year again on the Sky Princess in December 10th. So
the holidays on a cruise ship are just so much different than a holiday at home. They really go all out for holidays on a cruise ship. That's what we need to do, a show about holidays on a cruise ship.
How about that? Well, we will, because when we go, we'll be vlogging it this year there's Jeffrey Schmidt. Our first cruise was on the Imagination in 2002.
Same class as the Sensation as ours, and you are 2 years ahead of us.
How about that? He graduated before us.
He did. He graduated before us. So Chet has pictures, but he left them in that book with the plastic cover, and you really can't see the pictures.
Yeah,
let me have the pictures.
You want that one?
Yeah, the one that you had a while ago.
One I had. It's right here. There we go. We're fumbling around. Dun, 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 dun. Hold on. We'll get it here. Sing to him. La, 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 la. You're on hold. La, 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 la. You're on hold with Sea Lake Journeys.
Don't tear the book up.
Well, I'm not trying to tear the book up. There.
So our first cruise was on the Sensation, and we went to Tulum.
Oh, yeah, it's a lot less glaring than when I held it.
Hey. So you can see how young we were back then. We were actually young.
Yeah, we were 40.
We went to Tulum. We had a great time. Boys, really, seriously, we've got to have this.
Why not? It's just because day.
It's just because. Don't look me in the face.
So, Jeffrey, you remember that first cruise, though, 2002, on that shun ship? We call them the shun ships, the Sensation, Imagination, Elation, all those ships. There was a great ships to go on your first cruise on. I remember pulling into Tampa. We went out of Tampa.
Oh, yes.
It was Monday through Friday, a 4-day cruise, and getting in the parking lot and seeing that ship, we were blown away by the size. We was like, what? Because we'd seen the Love Boat, and it didn't look that big, I've seen it on TV, and then you stand there, and you're looking at this massive ship, which by today's standards is a small ship.
And back then, going out of Tampa, they didn't have there was not as many buildings there. And where we parked in the parking lot,
right by the water,
you could see perfectly the whole ship and everything. I remember standing in the parking lot taking pictures of the ship because it was so impressive.
Yes, we were just blown away by the whole experience. And then walking onto the ship, wow. We could not believe it. This is like way better than Love Boat.
Yeah.
Oh, Marcia says we enjoyed Tulum. Didn't do those stairs to the beach, though.
We did do those crazy stairs to the beach only because back then we had 4 legs.
I probably wouldn't be going down them stairs now either, Marcia.
But they were a little treacherous stairs because I don't think they were really technically stairs like we call in America. It was more like a trail with.
Yeah, when we went, it wasn't really stairs. It was like a pile of rocks going down to the beach.
And then when we boarded the ship, the very first ship we ever boarded, when we stepped on the ship, we were in awe. It was like gorgeous.
Oh, yeah, the angels and the lights and everything.
It was like, wow. Absolutely gorgeous. It was decorated so elegantly. It was so clean. It had such a party vibe. You were like, wow, this is an exciting place to be.
We were hooked like before we even sailed away.
And the outer decks and everything, there was just standing on the outer deck, looking at the ocean, looking down at the water, looking at how blue the water was, just being out there in the middle of nowhere, seeing nothing around as far as the eye can see except for gorgeous water. Let's see, we got a couple comments here.
Yep, let's get the comments and see what we got. Jeffrey says, yes, I do. We took our girls that were 14 and 16. We went snorkeling at Grand Cayman. That's a great place to go snorkeling too, right there.
Yeah, so we just went on our own. But our kids were, our youngest daughter was a senior in high school. She didn't want to go on vacation with her parents, and she didn't know what a cruise was like, and neither did we. So it was
she had a job and wanted to make some money. Yeah. And the other one was in college. So,
have we missed some people here in the chat? Okay, here, read this one for me.
Okay, Andrew says, will it be loud and packed because my son has autism and crowds sometimes make him nervous? During Christmas cruise, will there be areas to get away from loud noises? He does wear headphones. Okay, getting on the ship, embarkation, it can be extremely crowded.
It can be extremely stressful, even for someone that doesn't have any type of issues. So we would suggest you get to the port as early as you possibly can, so that as the crowd builds around him, it's more of a progression instead of him just walking into this massive crowd of people.
Let me give you an extra tip here too. Call ahead to Carnival. Talk to the special needs department.
Yes.
If you call them, talk to special needs. Do it today or as soon as you can Monday if you can't get anybody today, and let them know your situation. And they have things set up now to help you with that.
And then when you get to the port, as soon as you get to the port, not the staff that's outside, but once you go through the metal detector and all that, and they've checked you that portion, and you're actually in the terminal where you're going to be getting your boarding things, tell that staff member that you have special needs. And many times they have a separate room that you can wait in so that he is not around that mass crowd. What port were they going out of again?
Tampa.
They were going out of Tampa. Okay,
well, we don't know how they do it because we've never had to do it. I just know that if you call Carnival now, they'll be able to help you out with that.
And then when you do get on the ship, there are lots of places that you can be that are quiet.
Yes.
You may have to search them out. But
there are places you can get away from the crowd on a ship.
Yes, very much so. And the other thing is traveling with him.
The library for one.
Yes. I would recommend that if you're going to go to the deck parties or something, we usually are not on the deck that the deck party is happening on. We usually try to find an upper level that we can look down at the party, because down in the party area, it can be quite loud, overwhelming, and extremely crowded.
Yeah, avoid Lido deck on sail away day. It's going to be a circus down there.
Right. And if you want to watch the sail away party, you want to watch the sail away, maybe choose the aft area. Or one of the upper decks.
A higher deck. Yeah.
The higher deck. Yeah. But you guys, you're going to have a fabulous cruise. He's going to have a fabulous cruise. And his sensory perception is going to be on overload. Take advantage of things like the main dining room as opposed to the buffet area. Only for the fact that it is a lot calmer in some of those areas.
But definitely call ahead. Special needs department.
Yes.
Talk to them. Let them assist you.
Good morning, Cruise Nuts.
Cruise Nuts, what's going on?
Cruise Nuts.
Woo!
They're so nutty. Have you noticed how nutty they are?
They're almost as nutty as us. I don't know.
Let's see.
We love them guys. Cruise Nuts are awesome. Check out their channel. They got great things going on over there. Great videos.
And they got the what's that thing?
Yes, what is that little tiny helicopter?
Drone.
Drone, yes.
Drone. They do some awesome drone videos.
You want to see some great drone footage?
Gosh.
You got to go check out CruiseNet's channel. Maybe we'll think about it. We'll put a link in there.
Oh, I can do that.
Yeah.
If I can put a dog down.
She's going to struggle with a dog here and put your link up in there.
Here you go.
Let's see. Hey, Tanisha says, enjoying the sail away from the aft is great. Get there early to get a premium spot. That is good advice right there, yes. Tanisha. Mm-hmm. Woo! That's another great thing, though, coming on a channel live talk. We don't know all the answers, but we get enough people on here. We got a lot of experience between all of us.
Oh, yeah. And, for sure.
Jeffrey knows where some hiding places are, too. He knows where to get away from a crowd. He hit a shot glass on a Carnival ship, the Conquest, and we went right behind him looking for it.
Oh, thanks, Tanisha. Thank you. I forgot Tanisha was in here. I forgot. That's her job. I'm taking her job away.
Oh, Tanisha.
Have your job.
Woo, girl. You're our favorite. I'll tell you what.
I don't see Tanisha with a...
We found a duck, though. We couldn't find Jeffrey's shot glass, but we found a duck. How about that?
Tanisha, is there a wrench by your name? I hope there's a wrench by... Oh, there she goes.
She got a wrench?
Girl. She's got a wrench.
All right. Yeah.
Okay, so what time are we sitting on? 16 minutes. Okay, so back to our first cruise.
Our first cruise. Oh, yeah. So after we get on the ship, I remember one of my first memories of one of the most awesome things was this dude doing ice carving down on the Lido deck. Bring out this big block of ice. And in like 15 minutes, turn that giant block of ice into a beautiful work of art. It was an Indian head, if I remember right.
Yeah, it was an Indian head. Mm-hmm. And we have a video coming out this week on, what ship were we on? We were on the Conquest. We were on the Carnival Conquest, and they did an ice carving. And we have a video coming out this week of that gentleman carving that ice. And I'm not going to tell you what he carved until the end of the video.
Yeah, you gotta watch it. See if you know what it is. But anyway, yeah, where do you see ice carving? We love to see stuff that we can't see at home.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Ice carving is awesome.
CruiseNet says ice carving is awesome.
And another thing that we've watched on a ship, and it's been years, and I haven't seen it except for that one ship that we were on, was fruit carving.
Yeah, well, we've seen that on several Carnival ships.
We've seen it carved, but we've never watched them carve
watched them carve it. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Where they had a watermelon and they carved a peacock out of it, and all kinds. But back in the day, they would have the midnight buffet,
chocolate fountain, and all that.
And then what they would do is in the main dining room, they would line all the tables up in one long buffet, and it would be all of this fruits that they've decorated and carved, and radishes and roses and all kinds of stuff. And then everybody would walk through and take pictures of it. You could take pictures of it for like an hour. And then when that hour was over, you got to eat it all.
They don't have any of that stuff anymore.
They don't have any of that stuff anymore. And that was all fabulous stuff that they did back then.
Yeah, it was worth staying up for. 92 Legend of the Seas. Oh, you're on Legend of the Seas.
Oh,
in 1992?
That's in 1992.
Yeah, Royal Caribbean ship. Wow, you know what? That was a smaller ship too, wasn't it, Mark? That was like probably ecstasy class like we did on the Carnival.
Yes. Let's see.
Those ships seemed so awesome back then, and now they're like, oh, those are just little tiny
they're just little tiny.
It had one water slide on the Carnival Sensation. One water slide. It was about 15 foot long.
All right, you're going to have to take Ringo. He's going to end up
come here, Ringo.
These dogs are so distracting.
That's because they're in the morning.
Fruit carving takes way too long to watch. You know what? It's because
it does take a while.
You know, the ice carving, they've got the chisel and they're out there.
Yeah, they're whacking away that ice.
Fruit carving is more delicate, and I guess you could ruin the watermelon really fast.
When you're watching the fruit carving, you got to be eating some of it while you're watching.
Leonard family, yes, the food buffet that they used to do, it was absolutely gorgeous. You would literally just walk along and take pictures. It was just so fascinating, so gorgeous.
It was art. It really was.
It really was. And I guess maybe because of cost of food nowadays, they really don't do that anymore. But it was something really.
And then unfortunately, COVID cut back a lot more stuff, and then we'll probably never see some of it again.
Yeah, ain't that the truth?
Hopefully, some of it. Mark says that ship's very small. Oh yeah, that fruit. So anyway, what else do we see on a ship? Well, we'll go back to our excursion. So we only had one excursion, one stop, and it was Cozumel, and we chose Tulum because I wanted to see a Mayan pyramid. I remember seeing Mayan pyramids believe it or not, in Tarzan comic books, right?
Mhm.
Tarzan swinging around. I don't know what he was doing over in Central America when he's supposed to be in Africa, but
Yep.
but I saw them in the comic books. I thought, ooh, I can go see that in real life. I got to go see it. So we went to Tulum. If you get a chance to go to Tulum, it's a long excursion. It's all day. It's like 4 hours each way on a bus, but it's definitely a bucket list. You want to see it kind of thing.
Yes. So I pinned Cruise Nuts link up at the top. And here we got Mark the Shark.
Mark says, my mom works for Royal Caribbean. So basically, when a new ship comes out, me and mom get a chance to go on and do what we do. What? That's awesome, dude.
Hey, that's not fair.
Hey, I'm your
best
brother.
Friends. Yeah, you're his brother.
I'm your missing brother, Mark.
I'm your brother from another mother.
Yeah. That's awesome, dude. That's great. So you get to go on all the new Royal Caribbean ships. That's fantastic because let me tell you what, they have been bringing out some awesome ships. Those Oasis class ships, well, even the Freedom class ships. Great stuff they've had.
So we're up on 21 minutes. We do not want to run into Kurt's show. So move along, Mr. Dodd. Move along.
Oh, yeah. So we get to Tulum, right? And we think all we're going to see is the awesome Mayan pyramid. But we find out it's a whole compound. They tell us how many thousands of people probably lived in that area. And it's so funny because we're standing there and we're talking to the guide. We had a tour guide there. And I asked him, I said, so where are the Mayans today? And he looks at me like this and goes, I'm right here.
Yeah, there's not very many of them left. And he was like one of the few. I think he was saying that there's only like 1,000 Mayans.
I don't know how many he said. Left. But the thing is, he said they don't, even though was from the Mayan descent, they know nothing. Their people know nothing about this stuff. They says they depended basically on archaeologists to come in and relearn all that and tell them their own history.
And, you know, the ruins that are there of the Tulum Mayan ruins, they're just fascinating to stand there and imagine these people that live. You know, we follow a channel. Who's that guy that we follow? We love him.
Over in United Kingdom.
Yes. What's his name?
Oh, gosh. You would ask me that.
Anyway, tell him about his show, and I'm going to try to find his...
Okay, so this guy's over in England, right? And he goes around all the old...
young.
Yeah, he's a young guy. Goes around all the old castles and the Hadrian's Wall. We watched one of his episodes. He had Hadrian's Wall, and I did not know this. It goes right through towns and stuff. They've built towns right around this wall, and it was built during the Roman Empire 2,000 years ago. And so you can go through this town, and there it is. There's a 2,000-year-old Roman wall going right through the middle of it.
Donner from Sussex.
That's
Sussex. To him. I'm going to put him in. I'm going to put his link in the chat here because
it's nothing cruising. Okay, it's nothing cruising. But if you like history stuff, because sometimes when we go on cruises, we like to look at Mayan pyramids and old ruins and stuff. Well, it's going to be a long time before we can go to Europe. So we found this guy, and he's showing us all the Roman ruins that are in England.
He's young, and he just walks through them. And you don't have to. Everything you watch on YouTube does not have to be about your niche. And we watch him, and we love him. We usually lay in bed on Sunday mornings and watch his whatever video he has out this week, because he typically only puts up one video a week. But it's something that we don't have here, something we can't see here, something that is totally unique. So go ahead, Chip.
Okay, yeah. So where was I? Oh, back to Tulum. And they're telling us all about it's walled in around there. So they figured the elite class stayed around the pyramid.
Sorry.
They still don't know what all it was. They think it was some kind of astrological thing. And I think it was a good point where they stood there and watched the Europeans come to shore. Like, yep, that's what we've been waiting for.
Yeah.
Here comes the ships. We knew somebody was coming from another land one day, but it was really neat. But the other thing we saw while we was there was about 10 million iguanas.
Oh, yes, the iguanas. So I'll put Jeffrey's comment back up there in a minute. I got to tell you about this iguana. So there was this lady when we were getting off the ship. We had met her, on the ship. I think we had dinner with her one night or something. And she was saying how afraid she was of the iguanas, that they were to her, they were like, vicious monsters. And I told her I had pet iguanas. So I told her, I said, no, they're they're vegetarians. They're not going to try to bite you. They're going to run from you if anything. So we saw her somewhere and she said, hey, will you take our picture? I said, yeah, I'll take your picture. So as I'm taking their picture, she's leaning against this lovely wall and she's got her hand up, and everything. She's got this wonderful pose that she loves. And I told her, I took her picture. I said, okay, sweetheart, now listen, I want to tell you something, okay? Don't move. Keep looking directly at me. And I want you to walk towards me. Just walk straight towards me. And so I had her, she was walking towards me. I'm walking backwards. And I said, now I want you to turn around and look. And she turned around. I said, right there where you had your hand. See that hole? See that huge iguana's head sticking out?
Got a 5-foot iguana standing with a head as big as a cantaloupe.
Just so you know, it's in your picture, but you can tell everyone you didn't know it. And then she was like, oh, why didn't you tell me? I said, because it was an awesome picture.
Hey, I saw an iguana on my cruise, and I have no fingers now. All right, Jeffrey says, one thing I remember on our first cruise, my wife saying just before we went to the main dining room, I hate my hair. Well, I just sat back down, took off my shoes, and waited.
So I take it she had to totally redo her hair. But you know what? I didn't even know how to dress on our first cruise. I was like, I don't even know what you're supposed to wear.
We'd never been on a cruise. We didn't know anybody that ever went on a cruise.
No.
The only thing we knew was Love Boat.
And I'm like, so I had a couple little sundresses and I thought, is this appropriate? Are you allowed to go in the dining room with spaghetti strap shirts? I don't know what you're allowed to do. And so I made sure that I had little wraps and stuff to put over my dress if you weren't allowed to go in the dining room with a spaghetti strap dress. But back then they were far more strict about the dress code in the dining room than they are even now.
Okay, we're getting close to our time here.
Yes, we are. So Leonard family, she says she would have freaked out.
Hey, just remember in the Caribbean, they're called jungle chicken.
Yeah, and
the iguanas are called jungle chicken down in the Caribbean.
We asked them, do you eat them? And they're like, no, we really don't eat them. They have eaten them, but it's not a typical cuisine for them.
They got KFC now. They don't need to eat jungle chicken anymore.
Well, we've had fun with you this morning.
Yes, we have.
Tanisha, can you pin? Hold on a second. Let me get.
So don't forget, Kurt and Marsha today with See Me Traveling is right behind us. So we're just going to caravan right on over there and raid their show. I guess that's a new thing now. Raid their show.
Is that what it's called? Raiding your show?
I think so. I think that's what it is. I'll have to learn that from somebody who knows more than I do. But so we'll be over there in just a minute. Kurt and Marsha.
I don't know where the link is now, but anyway, it's in the chat. But we thank you all. We hope that you have a great day.
Yes.
And remember, today is a day to make memories.
Just because.
Do something today to make a memory, even if it's just something that someone else may think is very simple.
Try to make a memory, baby.
We love you guys. We thank you all, and we'll see you around the channel.
See you around the channel.
Have a great day.